Oh, that's awfully out of tune. Still out of tune. Wish I had a tuner on me. Are we up? There we are. Thanks everyone for your patience indeed. I've had quite the week of it, gang. I've been since the last stream. I mean, you saw me on Thursday, but I was being sick and tired all week, and all my work has gone to shit this week. And then I come and start trying the stream up, and it says you need to reload your microphone thingy-doo-dah. A little ukulele song to say I'm sorry that I'm late. Just a little ukulele song just to say I'm sorry I'm late. We will come up with a soup song by the end of this 52 weeks. A definitive ukulele Dadzig ukulele song. You can probably hear it's still all grotty in my nose. It's horrid. Let me try and reposition this lighting a little bit. There we go. How's that? How are we all today? Anybody else sick? Anybody else well? How are we feeling? I hope so. I hope that this week coming is going to be distinctly better than the one just gone. But that is also what it's about, isn't it? Very good. That's good, Jade. Like very. Oh, for God's sake! Knock the microphone off. Dip my ukulele in my tea. That sounds wrong. Plague got us all, but Daddy's milk heals everything. Thanks, Bublina. I can always rely on you to come up with something distinctly wrong. Oh, 3 weeks of it. Mic down, mic down. Well, I hope he gets better soon, Minty94. Oh, I just noticed I hit 1,000 followers, 1,005 followers. Get in. Don't drown the mic. Yeah, no, that would be disastrous. All right. So the soup today, it should be fairly straightforward, actually. And some of you are not fans of sauerkraut. Thanks, Apricot, wearing the bracelet. And pina colada. What about it? It's actually a pina colada. It's too early to be that unhinged. Yeah, right. Hey, Halibut Jules, just saying hi. Okay, hi. I'm literally hiking on a mountain right now. Oh well, enjoy that. Have a good view. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Rumi. It's I know I'm pretty. I didn't expect it. I took a picture at 999 and then I forgot to post it, but I might still do that. Pina colada. Oh my, don't. Does that work? Coconut milk and. Oh, don't know about that. Coconut milk and coffee. Oof. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet that curdles. Put it in a blender, I suppose. Logan seemed excited by it. Well, anything coffee related would excite that individual. I've got 2 drinks on the go, by the way, in case you're wondering. I've got a tea and a cup of Black Joe. Some coffee. Some nice Brazilian. Come down for the comments and get some coffee on the go. Is prune included in the recipe? It is included in the recipe, yes. Mix them together. I don't want to. No, I like my drinks separate. In fact, when I drink cocktails, I ask for all the ingredients to be brought on the bar separately, so that I may enjoy each distinctly on its own. Cool. Nice one, Prickly. We'll do this next. Put it. uh, don't put. I really. Well, you can try it, but I'm pretty sure if you put. Well, mind you, it's coconut cream, isn't it? So coconut milk. It might not. It's different. It's very fatty though. Prunes and sauerkraut together sounds a bit threatening. It isn't. It isn't. It takes the edge off. Okay. So I don't know how many. I don't know how many of you are cooking along today. Thanks, Lewis. But if you're not a big fan of sauerkraut, then a few things you can do. First of all, you can not add the water from the sauerkraut. You can use more broth instead. You could also rinse it first, which is a bit like okay. And of course, you can just put a little bit less in there, but it is supposed to be a sour soup. So if you're not a big fan, and you're not sure, then just put a little bit in. It says a kilo, use half a kilo, use 250 grams, and bump up the other ingredients. But either way, um, that's it. I kind of thought about what other Slovak soups could make, and there's a cheese called brinza, which I'm not actually a huge fan of, but I recently tried brinza in Prague. That was palatable to me. I'm just not a big fan. I'm sorry, Slovaks out there. But I figured that would be very difficult for a lot of you to find, and also it's a very distinctive cheesy taste that maybe you wouldn't like. So I figured this would be more middle ground. Never tired of sauerkraut. I know, and kimchi. Oh my god, all of that stuff, all those beautiful lacto fermented vegetables, so good. Yeah, sheep milk cheese, exactly. Sorry, Bublin, I'm not your streamer because I don't like brinza. Yeah, but I like all other Slovak things. It's just that particular cheesy taste. I think I've only ever had bad brinza, to be honest. Because a couple of weeks ago, I went to a restaurant in Prague called Brambor, where the whole menu is based around a lot of potato dishes. And they had one with brinza, and I have to say, it was very tasty. Um, so there it is. Okay, so where we to? There's a store called the Cheese Lady down the street from me, and she sells a sheep milk cheese called Euphoria. Get over. Um, Sauerkraut, yeah, it's just not spicy, Draconi. It's just the cabbage lacto fermented, so it's very sour. Or when it's really good and crisp still. Um, yeah, thank you, Zinwi, Zinw. How would I Zinwu? Mm, yes. It's not just potatoes, but they base everything around potatoes. So they actually they do this thing where if you're not a vegetarian, you can choose one of three meats, and then they come and just bring endless, as much as you want. They keep it coming. It's amazing. Um, yeah, exactly, Sally. Sauerkraut is a gift. Absolutely. Whoever came up with that, they're like, I don't know how we're going to store this cabbage. It is just literally vegetables and salt, isn't it? Or salt. Um, what do you call it? What's it called? Brine. You can make pickles with brine. Sauerkraut is superior. Depends on what you're cooking. If you, I think kimchi suits better for some other things. I had Korean last night actually for dinner. Mm-mm. All right. How we to Brambori potatoes? Yeah, I think it's called Brambor, the restaurant. All right. I realised I still have the cabbage packed away. Where are you, cabbage? Hiding in the bottom of the bag. Da, da, da. Tasty. All right. La cabbage. Look what I was given yesterday as a gift. Isn't that fun? Some apple cider vinegar, because why not? With a little bow. Because doing theatre last night, and there's a line in there which is about vinegar. So we're not using that. If you have not pre-soaked your mushrooms and barley, do not worry. They'll just take a little longer to cook. Anywhere between half an hour to 2 hours is good. So we just got those soaking away. We have got some sap. I keep forgetting what they're called in English. Shib. What are they called in English? I had it in the menu. There's another word for them. Anyway, they're soaking. They'll stay there. We are not going to use the water from that. Okay. Sometimes you put it in, but for this, otherwise it becomes too mushroomy. Yeah. So that's just going to soak away for now. And this is going to go quite quickly today. I still got myself some beet juice. Gingers just for my health. Sour cream, yes, we are going that route. Some people say you don't have to put sour cream in. Shroom juice. Oh dear, where is my nose at? You can see, you can hear I'm still a bit sick. Where's your head at? What am I doing? Feeling a little bit lost. What was I looking for? Onion. Onion. Don la cubard. With some garlic. Are we putting garlic in this as well? Yes. You can use it, yes, if you're going to be cooking something else, absolutely. So, I mean, you could pop that in the fridge and put it in your stock pot, perchance. All these onions don't look very happy, do they? Let's use that one. The other one looks a bit scroungy. Okay. So I have been instructed, the first thing to do is to fry up the onions, and then the cabbage is going in. We're not making stock for this. We're going to use stock cubes. We're going to use cheap cubes. If you're making fresh stock, but it might be a bit too long, Bianco. But you can certainly make stock, and of course you can always freeze stock. I like to use ice cube trays. I like to use the ice cube trays, and I put it in a tiny little cube things, and then you can just pop them one at a time. Or you can freeze it in small Tupperware tubs and cut it up into bigger chunks. Is also an option. Stock cubes, absolutely. Gasps in Spanish. How would you do gasp in Spanish? Okay. Stock cubes? No, that's not quite Spanish enough. Hola. Oh no. Like that. Oh my God, I'm even out of stock cubes. Here's the thing. I've been advised. I have a Slovak in the house. Apparently, you don't need to use stock cubes at all. Just allow the flavors of things to do stuff. All right. First things first. We're going to chop our onion. The pot's going to be in the background because this is quite quick, actually, once it gets going. All right? Good stuff. So, I should blow my nose. I'm sure this is pretty gross for you listening to me. Let me turn this off for a second. Okay. Let's talk through our spices before we get going. Actually, bay leaf, kmeen apparently, which is caraway. If you don't have it, don't worry. Some people really don't like it anyway. And we got our allspice and peppercorns, and of course salt. Peppercorns, peppercorns. We got some allspice, nove korzeni as the Czechs could call it, bay leaf, and caraway, which is distinct from, similar but not the same as cumin, and that's where it's a little confusing because in Czech it's kmín and it's rimský kmín, which is Roman cumin. All right, so there's a difference. Rimsky kmín or cumin are more often used in like Mexican dishes and North African dishes. Central Europe, caraway, slightly more fennelly, slightly more anise. Sally, would you agree? Allspice is piment. Yes, genau, piment. But there's a little bit of that. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Don't necessarily need it. You could maybe pop a few bits of fennel seed in there if you have that instead, just to give that a little rounded flavor. Anyway, I believe my knives are blunt, so I'm just going to go ahead and give all my knives a sharpen before we start the day, because why not? We can do a whole thing on knife sharpening. Would that be helpful for anybody? Old Spice, that's it. Old Spice in the soup. Yeah, well, you know, I'm a proper geezer from the 70s, you know. Old Spice goes on everything. Put it on my toast with baked beans as well. Is anyone here from the UK today? You wouldn't call it anise, like it's less licorice, like and more floral. Yeah, maybe so. But there's that little bit of, if you have a fennel seed, not anise, you know, like a fennel seed is in a similar vein. Okay, UKers, when is Shrove Tuesday? Answers: March. Well, yes, on a Tuesday. That's very specific, but maybe you could look it up. It's in February, yeah. 17th. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. That's also the Chinese New Year, I believe, actually. So Shrove Tuesday, folks. Yeah. People were having issues with pancakes, but I think Alison's not here today, maybe. But we're going to do pancakes on Shrove Tuesday, because Pancake Day, exactly. That's what we call it in England, Pancake Day. Mardi Gras. Clip clop, clip clop. It's like a tiny little lusty Argonian maid going across the countryside, right? Sharpening this one is a bit of a pain in the ass because it's got this square in there. But anyway, she said. So mango without mango ASMR. I used to make pancakes constantly. I make them all the time. There you are, Alison. Yes. So I don't know if we'll do it during the day. Probably during the day. But we might also do it in the evening. Might even double up. Because one of my favorite things to do with pancakes is to do savory stuffed pancakes. So maybe we could do pancakes and galettes, because there is a difference. So we should be sharp. It's been a while. Give them all a wash though afterwards, because there's going to be residuals of metal on them. So, and remember, don't put your knives in the dishwasher for various reasons. Baby knife is out today. Baby knife, do 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 do. Baby knife, do 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 do. Baby knife, do 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 do. Baby knife. Here it swing, swing, swing. No. You don't want metal sprinkles on your soup. I add them later at the end as decorations. Prickly triangle. I don't like to cook them from the front. So there we are. We'll use old red today, along with baby knife. Not a lot of chopping to do today, thankfully. Get my pot out. Want to use the big pot today? Yeah, let's use the big pot today. Let's use the big pot. Because why not? We're going to put in oil. We're going to put in about, I don't know, that much oil. 4 tablespoons. I go generous. Apparently not butter. I've been instructed not butter. I don't have lard. If I had lard, I would use lard. It's a very common thing around Central Europe, which makes sense because you can keep it for a long time. And no matter what they used to say years ago about animal fats, for the vegetarians, ignore this. But for those who eat meat, it's good for you. Your brain likes a bit of fat, apparently. All right, not the happiest onions in the world, so we'll clean around that. That'll be all right. It'll be all right. The thing about onions, they've got layers. A self-protecting system, actually. As they dry out, the outside dries, but the inside stays moist. And of course, when it would be planting time, there we go. That's better, isn't it? Fun, not so fun fact. If you ever go to Paris, you'll have a lot of street vendors who sell crepes. Avoid these street merchants, especially near the tourist places. It's normally illegal for them to be selling crepes in the streets. They store their crepes and preparations in the sewer. Oh my word. All right. Street food nightmares. We're going to go for a rougher chop today. Right? Just like little cubes. Can you see that all right there? I guess you can. I'm using a little knife, because why not? Take your time if you're not used to using the knife. Be slow. Be gentle to your fingers. You're going to cut yourself at some point now. Comes with the territory. And that is that. I don't know, actually. Maybe we want another half onion. I think we want another half onion. I'm just going to cut that bit off though, because that does not look very appetizing. There we go. Yeah, more onion. We like onion. Your body likes onion. Not everybody likes onion. Not everybody's body likes onion, but for those who can, use it up. Oh yeah, no, the legal food stalls in Prague are at least sanitary, one would assume. But the crepes, man, that sounds wild. All right, so that is going to go in. And what's going to happen is we're going to color up those onions a wee bit. This will cook down a lot. It might seem like a lot of sauerkraut, but you'll see. So we're going to cook those onions down. We're going to just start them off, and then once they're nicely glazed, colored through a little bit, they lose their whiteness. We're going to have it at a lower heat. We're going to put the cabbage in, turn it up. We're going to cook that down for about 10 minutes or so, after which all of the other ingredients will go in, and our water. Oh, paprika, sorry, beg your pardon. Paprika will go on the cap. Forgot paprika. Dude. I'm going to put a little bit of spiced paprika in as well, and just some good old red paprika. If you can get it, get Hungarian paprika, or whichever way you want to say it. It's the bomb. All right. Oh, Alison. So smoked paprika is great, yeah. So, yes, it does that to some people. There we go. Did the garlic go? No, no, no. The garlic will not go in. When would I put the garlic in? After the onion. Before the cabbage? or with the cabbage? After. Yeah. So we're not frying the garlic at all, actually. And let's go for, we've got 4 fatties here, 4 nice plump cloves. But I feel like, yes, it's that time of year, springtime. They want to shoot, so we're going to take the shoots out. Okay. I don't know what chemical it is, but they produce some kind of chemical, which probably helps them grow, but we do not want it. So we're going to just pop that out. I can hear my onions. I'm going to turn them down. Medium heat. Where are you? Oh God, onions! That's it. I am following instructions today, to be honest. Sazzle shakes. When a resident is in the house of the native country, I should defer. This is actually, we're following Mrs. Dadzig's recipe. And I have eaten it on several occasions, and it is merrily and verily mighty fine. Yeah, do it, Alison. That stuff. I mean, Spanish paprika is good as well. Obviously, if you were making a Spanish dish, you might prefer it, but the quality of paprika from Hungary is just, yeah, I prefer it. You know what, gang? I think I'm going to go for a couple. That's moldy. Screw that off. Oh, he's got the meat. Let's do one of these bad boys. Look at that. Wow. That's the size of a small puppy's head, that. That's not really. Not possible. Yeah, can you see it's shooting? We don't want that. All right, I'm just going to pop that to one side. Just roughly chop that. Little slices. Again, this is a soup we're eating at home. Nobody's worrying about presentation here. Obviously, if you were, you could take your time and chop it a little bit neater. So we are going to put the garlic in with the paprika. The paprika will go after the cabbage. So once the onions are cooked, the cabbage will go in. As I say, you can use the water or not. You can rinse it a little bit. You can put more potato in, and the sour cream will also, if you use sour cream, will take some of the acidity actually away. So what now? Well, check on the might have a mandarin. Maybe it's time for a little bit of citrus fruit. That time of day for a bit of a vitamin boost, isn't it? Easy peeler. That's how they like them, don't it? Spices are immortal. Oh my god, yeah, they used to have wars over spices. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, dulce. Oh, very dulce. Just keep them. You can tell. If they lose their flavour, they don't. You can tell. But in theory, keeps a long time. Steak with mandarin juice. I've never heard of this prickly triangle. Let's bring that pot over real quick. Yeah, so they're not quite there. You can still see they're a little bit white. We'll just give them a little bit longer. Medium heat. Want to tickle. We're not caramelizing, so we don't need to turn it all the way down. And in the meantime, I can peel my potatoes. Me got the peeler, I got the peeler. Me gonna peel some potatoes. Nice. Clementine and garlic. Hang on a second now. Well, what happens? Did you try it or not? I haven't actually tried it. One's called culinary disasters, but you're suggesting it. Well, here's the thing. One way of prepping steak is to put it in pineapple, isn't it? But then that's got the bromelain, which salted the enzymes. So that's different though. I said 4 medium. They're a bit smaller. So I've got 5 here. But also it's, it's the looksy and feelsies of it, isn't it? Come on now. I'll just come over. I can't read the feed if I'm over here. Breaks down the protein, exactly. That's what you're into. You want something you want to fess up. Dearie me. Hello, first time chat, Vanilla Pepper. Hello. I've tried it. It's okay with the pineapple. I have to say, you puree it, or you can use pineapple juice. I'll still just cook a steak without doing any of that. But it also depends on the cut, right? Some cuts you might want to do that. Okay. So, I'll go and check on my onions in a second. What's going on with this peeler? It's going blunt. I mean, you could potentially try it with them. I mean, how would you finish? Would you marinate it in it? Would you finish with the mandarin? What would be the thinking with the steak and the mandarin? Papaya has it. Oh, okay, that's interesting because in West Africa they say papaya is good for all kinds of medicinal things, including stomach stuff. So maybe that's to do with that as well. I put pineapple on pizza. Don't even bring that up. Hopefully Valeria is not here. Valeria, are you here? I wish you. I mean, to be honest, I'll have a slice of Hawaii pizza occasionally as well, but it's not the proper pizza. I mean, I'll take that over Brazilian pizza though. Oh my word. We're talking about street food disasters. They serve that in restaurants. All right, okay. Some of them are starting to brown up a little. That's okay. I have to say, onions smell better with butter. Is more pie than a pizza? No, it's still it's a pizza pie. I mean, I don't. Yeah, but let's not start on what is a pie and what is a pizza. Baked bean pizza is superior. 4 heads are better than. Oh, dude, really? Pork and ham and pineapple. Yep. Why not? I mean, all those flavors, right? The citrus flavors you'd find that in certain cuisines. So why not with a steak? I don't know. Duck l'orange, right? Why not with a steak? It could work. Certainly, an interesting thought. All right, one more potato raider, and I think after this I will put the cabbage. Either my peeler is getting blunt, which would be very sad indeed. I've had this a long time, or these potatoes are particularly tough. Hey Snai, first time chat, nice. You'll pry my Hawaiian pizza out of my cold dead hands. All right, strong feelings over here. That's okay. With salt, by the way, I haven't mentioned salt for a reason, because the cabbage is salty. So if you do decide to give it a rinse, you will definitely need to add some salt. This is also why stock might not be necessary. Right, so there's our taters. Because the sausage is salty, the meat is salty, and of course the cabbage is salty. So you just want to hold off with the salt to the very end. First time chat. Mitski, hey, Straza 1976. If it starts with F and ends in ood, I'm in. Nice. Yes. All right. I'm giving you a little bit too much color over here because I was chatting with you guys. That's fine. Just take it off the heat for a second. Turn up the hob so that when we do get the cabbage in, it's going to be ready to go. But we are going to be just simmering this.
Can I add one tip?
Yes.
Save the water of the cabbage for later.
Ah, I see. Save the water from the cabbage for later.
If you want it more sour.
So we're going to strain it?
Yeah.
Okay. So get yourself a sieve, my darlings, or a colander. Sieve would probably be better. I'll take my plastic one because it's nothing. Oh, that drawer. It's nothing hot. Okay, so there's not much liquid coming off this, to be fair, but we'll give it a little squeeze. Making a proper mess in the kitchen today. Oh yeah, actually is quite a bit. Look at that. All right. Get your hands in there, innit? There we go. Get that liquid out. So it all depends on how sour you want it. So I'm going to go straight in there. One, uno. Oh, my word. So good. I grew up with this. My grandfather used to make it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And by that I mean sometimes the batches just don't work out and your cabbage goes moldy, or you get look at yeast can take over. Okay, where are we to? Right, so I turned the pan up just because I wanted to get the cabbage in there when it was hot, and I'm going to turn it right down. Oh, so exciting. I'm actually going to put my bay leaves in already. I like to get my bay leaves in early. And the other spices too, I guess, no? Yeah. The pepper and the allspice, 2 bay leaves. I'm a big fan of bay. I'm going to hold back on the caraway though, the cream, because that's quite strong. I'll put that in towards the end, unless you particularly like it. And he's got a small bunch of eyeball it. I never really know. You just kind of feel it out, and like a tablespoon or somewhere between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of each, and some pepper. Boom. Okay, so we can put those three away. Where do you live? You live up here. There. Okay. Cabbage water. What are we going to do with that? Cheers. Mm. Boom. When are the prunes going in? With all the rest of the stuff? Okay. And you can leave them whole? Okay, so we're leaving the no, I mean I'm taking advice here. Paused. Healthy constitution. Got all the drinks on the go. Yeah. No, just rice with chicken, nothing special. I like to use little cubes to give more taste to the water and cooking the rice in. Oh, what cubes are you talking about there, Snai? I need to work out. Cabbage juice to coffee. Okay. Some people are feeling brave. All right, that's a little hot. We're trying to draw the moisture out from the cabbage. Say again?
Add a little bit of water.
If you need to, add some water, but just a bit so it doesn't stick. Right? Right. So that's what we're going to do. The wee tiny coffee cups worth there. Lid on. All right. So let's chop the rest of our gear. This will cook through pretty quick once it's on. I don't know. What's that? Inch cube, more or less, couple of centimeters. You can go smaller. Maybe we'll go smaller just to reduce the cooking time a little bit. And I need to have another bowl. In here. And then we're going to chop up some meat and sausage. I still didn't catch what Snai was cooking. Are you talking about stock cubes in the rice cooker? Okay, you need to look up the word. Let's do that. Okay, so I've gone for a little bit smaller there. Oh my goodness, exciting. I'm hungry as well, actually, which is a good sign, isn't it? That I'm probably feeling better. No. Baby knife, baby knife, baby knife. Big tatty. Maybe cut this one in threes. No worry if some bits are smaller like that, right? If they break down, depending on what potatoes you use, then they just add the starch content and give it some texture. All good. Okay, so let's talk sausage. Chickens in the corner. Quick sausage interlude. That's the way to go, then hoot. Oh, the quick sausage interlude. Don't know any more chords than this. I need to learn some more chords, cause that will get a little tedious for you. Sausage check out today. Okay, I could not find the suggested sausage, so I've got a Chardashova.
Perfect.
It's Hungarian. Paprika. I don't know if it's spicy. We'll find out in a moment. I'm gonna probably go with one, maybe 1.5. Oh, and yeah, because I've also got meat, right? So here's the thing, gang. If you've got both, probably it's going to be too much. We don't want to crowd it with that. So you can always chop this. You can put it in the freezer, guys. This stuff will freeze. Okay. Or if you think you're going to eat it, then by all means open it and put it in the fridge. So I'm going to do one sausage. I'll see when it's chopped up because I want to kind of look at the ratio of potato versus cabbage, right? So we want to kind of balance this out. I think probably I'll just go with the one sausage, to be honest. But let's try, see how spicy it is. Not that spicy. Lots of paprika though. Lovely. I like to make slightly smaller pieces. So I quarter it, halve it, quarter it, and then cut it into small cubes. So that when they sit on the spoon, they pop into the mouth a little bit easier. Oh dear. Twitch works in mysterious. What's wrong with what's happening with Twitch now? The Hungarians do some very spicy stuff. Oh, there's a little tingle on this actually. The paprika's coming through. The spice is coming through now. Slow burn. I like the complexity of Hungarian spicy sausages. Tell you what, I will do that other half. Hungarian paprika is not peppers are not upfront hot necessarily. They can be, but they're not like habaneros, which you the moment you put that in your mouth, you're like, okay, I think I might be in trouble here. You know, they are very subtle, and some of them are so flavorful. Oh my god, they got these. They have these. They're about the size of a mandarin, actually. These pale, pale yellow, almost white peppers, very fruity. Divine. All right, our 10 minutes. So let me bring the camera over because I don't think we're going to move situations today, to be honest. There we go. Okay, it's mainly all just the cabbage and stuff. Not much liquid come out of that, and that's okay. So what we're going to do now, put the paprika in it, exactly. How much? I don't know, tablespoon? A lot. All right. Oh, that smell. And then just a little bit, and maybe half a teaspoon of spicy. I don't know what it is. It's just spicy paprika. I wish I had cayenne. It would be my favorite. Cayenne would be best, but there it is. Garlic. I'm going to put the garlic in now. I'm just going to let that work through. Would the word be ameliorated? So it all gets mixed in. Let me turn that up a little bit. Okay. And then the next step will be basically everything else goes in, plus the water, and then we cook it down until the potatoes are through. Easy peasy. After that, in the bowl with sour cream. You could put it in, but it's not to everyone's preference. Very good. So I would say, if you can see that, we're going to kind of ratio slightly more meat than potatoes probably. In this instance, there's also a lot of cabbage. And there's mushrooms and the pearl barley. Yeah. Oh, we need to cook till the pearl barley's done. But seeing as it's been soaking, should cook fairly quickly. With the mushrooms as well? Okay, I'm being advised to put that all in now. So if you have your pearl barley and mushrooms ready, strain and pop them in now. It's a learning day for Dadzig, because I've never made this soup before. In fact, I haven't made any of this. I mean, I've made chestnechka, but all of the soups we've made so far are new. Oh, that's some. Oh, gonna get the colours in there now. Just scrape off the sides. All right. Pop the lid back on. Clean my colander. Let's see. I used to be like, oh, I need to use soap on this. It's like, well, it's just a bit of cabbage and vegetables. You're right. Yeah. Let that dry. So, what are you suffering from, Prickly Triangle? What happened? Oh, come on now. Don't dive straight in. You're in the shadow. And you didn't respond to Hawaii pizza. That's strong of you. You're just strong. What's today's recipe? It is Kapustnica, which is a Slovak soup. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. What I like about this one is it's actually pretty low maintenance, if that makes sense. What is this we have here? It is smoked pork. Tell you what, I might even not even go a whole half with this. Just cut the end off. Like that. By the time that's diced up, you'll see it is a fair chunk. And I'll make this smaller than the sausage, I think. Just feel like my personal preference there. what I'm going to do with this, because I don't use this stuff very often to be fair, is I'm going to slice that up and put it in slices in a bag in the freezer, which means that I can take a slice out at a time. Don't want to keep that too long though. Cooked meats tend to lose their flavor a little bit in the freezer. So it's a little bit moist. Let's drain a little bit of liquid off that. Nothing wrong with being moist, of course. Let's just keep the board clean. It's like my arm's attached to another part of my body. I quite like this. How's that screen set up for you? Is it weird, or is it funny that my arm is like in two different positions? What's in the pot now? Okay, we'll follow back up. Right now in the pot, bublina, onions went in, started to kind of get a little bit of color. Cabbage went in, 10 minutes, cooked that down. We put a bit of water in there. Paprika has gone in. The bay leaves have gone in. The pepper, the allspice has gone in, and the garlic has just gone in as well as the barley and the mushrooms. Okay, so that's where we're at. And we're just going to give that a few more minutes to get on its way. And we're going to dice this, as I say, smaller cubes than the sausage. Saucisson, mais oui, c'est ça comme nom, je pas. I tell you what, next time I go to Paris, I think I'm going to have some crepes. From the street. Horrific. I think street food, as long as you see locals eating it, is fine. Right? One has to be cautious. I have a fairly good constitution though, in terms of my intestines. I know others are a little bit more easily afflicted, so this obviously is within your own remit. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we're ready here. What's an Italian noise? I don't know. What is an Italian noise? Like that? Pizza pasta, come si dice? This lid gets hot. I need to remind myself. Alright, just give you a quick look. Alright, look at that colour there from the paprika. Mushrooms, put barley's gone in. Amazing. I'm going to turn the heat up, not full, and I'm going to pop everything else in now. There we go. This is patatas. Oh, this is a big portion of soup. I should say, by the way, I keep forgetting to mention this. I will remember. I'm making like 8 portions every time, roughly. So obviously, if you're cooking for not so many people, or you don't want to make so much, just half the portion, half the amount that you're cooking with. Soup freezes if you've got a freezer. If not, go to your neighbor, ask them if they want some soup. Make new friends. You know what I mean? Maybe there's an old lady or old man who lives in your building who I would sure imagine would appreciate a conversation and a bowl of soup. So there's always options. I might have another mandarin at this point. So 500 milliliters of water, you say?
It'll be much more than that.
Yeah, for now. And also we're going to put some of the sauerkraut water in. Do I have a measuring jug? I do, but I might as well just use a beer mug because that's half a litre, isn't it? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely want 2 of those. I'm actually going to go for a litre of water here, chaps. And chapesses and chappies. Oh my god, I've got the plums. Shock horreur. Prunes. Oh, another thing your body loves. Handful of prunes. Right, what's that? 2, 4, 6. Go for 10. Oh, I love prunes. Dried fruit. High concentrated minerals. Vitamins. Amazing. Helps you poop good. Yeah, I just said that. Caraway. Half a teaspoon. Maybe a teaspoon. Teaspoon. Go! In you go. Not a massive fan of the caraway, but I will use it. And I'm going to put half of this sauerkraut water in for now. Oops. Spill that all over my phone case. And we are not quite floating here, so I think I'm going to have to put more water in. But we can do that right at the end. Turn it right up actually. I need to get this to a boil. So turn it up. 1.5 liters then. And I have the feeling it will want some salt. My experience tells me. Go for some Celtic. Rock salt. I like to mix up my salt. And a wee bit of Himalayan. But why, Michael? Why use different salts? Because they all have slightly different mineral content, and our body likes minerals, and it helps us absorb vitamins, and that keeps us healthy. That's why. What was the sausage in Brno called? Good question. Prunes are an acquired taste in later years of life. No, not just for old people who can't poop properly. I've always liked them. I preferred apricots when I was younger, but I've always liked prunes. If you make your own muesli, chop them up, soak it the night before. Prune juice. Prune juice. I'll do that later, find a little jar for them. Alright folks, so we're just going to cook it now. That's it. What we're going to do in the meanwhile, I guess we just chat. Prune juice. Can you use raisins instead of prunes? I would say no. I would leave it out. I would not even, I would just do without. It's not necessary. I mean, you want a bit of sweetness. Apple?
No, nothing else really.
If you have the stock cube, you can throw it in. You don't have to. You don't have to. See what it tastes like. In about 10-15, once it's cooked up a bit, you might find you don't need it. Hang on a second now. You have a recipe for what? Kassler roast with apples blanched in white wine wrapped in puff pastry with a prune sauce. What's a Kassler roast? Oh, bye, Cactalius. You need to leave. Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah, roast pork with apples. Oh, that sounds amazing. So hang on. You cook it first with the apples, and then you let it cool down, and you put it in puff pastry, and you bake that, or what? How does this work? You guys, taking chat left wing. Um, I did not know that, Alison. Thank you for that information. I'll take this one with me. Fun, not so fun fact. Did you know human beings are more likely to choke on food than any other animal because of our ability to talk? Yeah, put more water in bubbling now. It's fine. Don't worry. And if you want to add stock later, that's fine. Just make it more like soup like. Yeah. It is very thick. Just simply add more stock, exactly. Oh, I should put a lid on, shouldn't I? Helps bring up the boil. All right. Well, I said I was going to put this in the freezer, so I might as well do that while I'm chatting. You roast the kassler, blanch the apples in white wine, and let it cool down. Then wrap the roast with apples in the puff pastry and bake it. Oh, is that like a savoury apple strudel? And then a prune sauce on the side. That's insane. Little Spoon is having a sleep right now. We might see Little Spoon later. Oh, I don't know. That was too thin. So I'm going to cut myself slices like this. There we go. About a centimetre and a half. Oh, that bit just fell off into my mouth. First time Jack, Jimmy Thickness. What's up, Vic? That is a nice bit of Kutkovica. Yeah, neck. Mm-mm. Yes, Bianco. Ryomi is doing it. Bianca, Ryomi is doing an absolute sterling job. I love it. Um, I had to take language and linguistics classes for my degree, and something about the size of our tongues. Ah, okay. Wow, that's weird. You're doing very well. Your best is great. Um, I hate when tasting things I'm prepping for tasting. Yes, I know it happens occasionally, doesn't it? That's why often I find when I'm cooking actually for people, I end up not being that hungry when I sit down and everyone's eating because I've already been grazing along the way. So, find myself a little plastic bag and putting that in the freezer. I suppose I could just use the bag it came in, couldn't I? But that doesn't seal very well. So, there we go. In the freezer you go. And then wrap you in another plastic bag. Almost time to blow the nose again. Um, oh, but I love prunes, as I said. I just take some out and add it later. And I panic and set the kitchen on fire instead. If you want to, yeah, do it. My second sock, and according to one book's the other night. Or good chef. You might, yeah, you absolutely should taste it. Hey, meat twin. Hello. Um, okay. Born and Eintopf. I haven't had that in a long time. Green beans, guys. Eintopf means one pot. Maybe we'll make that in the summer when we've got fresh green beans. Ingredient cannot be trusted. Fresh fries. Well, yeah, yeah. Now I'm blushing and getting teary-eyed. Oh. Books and Knives has been helping me with knitting socks. Ah, oh, I love that. Kiss Little Spoon for us. Little Spoon might come out later. She's having a nappy now. Same with a wee nap. Yes, yes, exactly. Rumi, you got it. I don't know the last. I can't remember the last time I had that. It's got to be like decade at least. At least. My mum used to make it and then she stopped making it. The freezer is full. That was a good feeling. I'm just gonna turn off the microphone for a second because I'm gonna blow my nose. Ah, much better. Follow the spoon. This soup is not cooking up. Come on, cook, cook. You know what they say though? Watch pot never boils. Bublina, if you're worried, mine looks like this right now. I don't know. Do we need more water?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so more water. So like 2 liters
I would
of.
fill the pot like 2/3.
Okay, so if yours looks like this right now, Bublina, we're gonna go up another. This is 2.5 liters of water. I'm gonna boil the kettle though because I don't want to slow this cooking down. And I'm gonna do 1 liter of water, which will bring us up to 2.5. Right? And then we'll see. Then we'll see. Yes. It's just shy. Give it time. Absolutely. All those ingredients as well. By the way, will uh, leak some liquids. I'm going to drink my fruit and beet juice. I'm getting all fruity today. I got my sauerkraut juice. Now I'm going to have some beet juice. It's all about the. Well, that is very beety. Oh, what the hell? It just.
Love it.
Yeah, but I feel like it, it's not somehow beety enough.
Awesome. Need some lemon in it.
Mm-hmm. More lemon. From Lidl. 17 crowns. All right, a bit of lemon, you say? Just put a squeeze of lime. That sets it off. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. If, like me, you've just been chatting, then you probably haven't tidied up. So let's have a little tidy up as we go. La, da, da, da. Yeah, pickle juice. Pickle juice. Oh, pickled gherkins. That's actually, if you are one who likes drinking, um, gherkin juice is very good to drink the night before you go to bed. And why would that be, Michael? Because it's full of electrolytes, isn't it? Because you've got the minerals and the salts and the sugar. There's a bit of sugar in there. If you drink that before you go to bed, it helps you feel better in the morning. But of course, not drinking also avoids all of that in the first place. But Michael, we like to have a glass of wine. Okay. Compost. A little compost. You can't compost. That's fine. But it's surprising how much less stuff goes in the bin when you do compost. And you can. Oh, it's boiling. I hear it. It's brutzeled. Bang the rest of that water in. Bubbling now, we put another litre of water in. Okay, now it looks more like soup. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Do 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 do. All right, that's quite exciting. All right, well, we need to have that cook. Joe, how's it going? Oh yeah, I chat to myself all the time. Oh yes, thank you, Sally, for reminder, Rumi. Emote submissions, arts. Yes, absolutely. I need to get. I want to get on that. I want to get that sorted this week. Chickens will eat anything. Chickens will eat eggs. They'll eat other chickens. Give them the chance. They'll eat anything. Yeah. You look a chicken in the eye, you see that raptor look. 17 crowns, prickly triangle. 17. I was surprised actually. How cheap it was. Their house set on fire. But where did they have the compost? Something. Yeah, no, it can get very hot, 60 degrees. But I don't know why it would set on fire. Where was that barbarian hamster? No, it's not bad, Alison. It's just not the taste I expected. I because I've made my own fresh beet juice, right? And it's kind of it's a very earthy flavor, and this was less earthy because of the other juices, because there was also ginger, lemon, and but it was very round, quite sweet actually. Um, yeah. So no, exactly, prickly triangle. That's why I was wondering. I was very surprised. I'll check the receipt actually, and I'm not getting this completely wrong. No, no, is it 15? It was 15 crowns.
What? Really?
Yeah, 15 crowns. And they had another one as well, different juice. But I just went with that one. I know, crazy. Uh, yeah, there is something called hot composting, which is a specific style. Obviously, people can just throw stuff in their garden or compost heap if they have it. But with a hot composter, you need the temperature above 60 degrees. You get thermometers, but you need to make like a massive sort of meter cubed insulated thing. Hey, anonymous gifted sub, thank you. Awesome. Um, wow, that's lovely. San Diego apparently spinning its combustion happens a lot because of the chemical reaction when it breaks down. Yes, it can. So if you're aware of that and you live somewhere that's already warm, you need to turn it. You need to give it air, I guess. Um, yeah. Okay. So where are we to? We were cleaning up. Turn that down. It's boiling a bit too much. I'm not concentrating on the pot, concentrating on chat. Do you save your plastic bags? I do. Reuse them. Okay, this I guess is where you should be tasting stuff, Michael. Okay. It'll be very hot. Pretty good. I like sour. I'm going to put the rest of that juice in. Not quite spicy enough. A bit more paprika. Paprika. God damn it. Saying it like the Americans. A bit more spicy.
They also just need more time.
It does need more time. I know.
Just added water now.
I know. But I'm preempting. I can read ahead. And it wasn't mentioned, but I'm going to put a bit of black pepper in it because I just like pepper. Just a wee bit there, ground black pepper. And I think that's it. Just stop fiddling, Michael. More salt. I probably, considering how much soup there is, got away with more mushrooms as well and pearl barley, but it's different every time, isn't it? That's the thing about cooking. I'm listening. Yeah. Don't save them. They got banned here a few years ago. Where is that? That's up in Sweden, is it, Keta? If I got that wrong. And a coin for another juice. Meant to say don't save them. Yeah, I know, but they're kind of useful sometimes. They are kind of useful, and if you reuse them, then is that really so bad? And like those jute bags, apparently you need to use them 100 times or something before it makes up, and then you forget them. All. I forget them. I don't know. New Zealand. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, it is right. We should just have less plastic all round. I think it's amazing how quickly my plastic recycling fills up, and then what do they do with it anyway? They send it to the incinerator and burn it. So what the hey? So tidy. Of course, you can also have worms, and then there's the what is it, bokashi bins, which is a way of home composting. If you wanted to fertilizer for your plants. Yeah, compostable ones. There's options. I don't see why they don't come up with options. Really, that's the thing. In and of itself, it starts. It starts, of course, by refusing it. But if you're like me, I forget to do my shopping sometimes, or I'm out and about and don't have my bag. Turn that down. Well, that's it, exactly. Bad typing. Oh, I know that feeling. Okay. Almost there. Dishwasher, how lovely. What a convenience. Okay. How are we doing, folks? 99 viewers? Almost 100? Come on, get to 100. Get to 100. Get to 100. I don't know what that means. What?
Dad is confused.
I'm confused. Yeah, I've got this thing saying I can I've got a hype train. I don't know what this means. I can unlock a thing now. Okay. Can anyone explain that to me? I only listen to jazz while cooking. Uh,
Yes, you didn't finish your song.
no, I didn't finish my song because I'm being. There's a thing now, and I don't know.
It was a great song.
Yeah. What does it mean? I've got 16 seconds. What? Keep the hype train going, confusing more. Keep me. I'm confused. What do I do? Who do I? I can unlock an emote, but I don't know what. I'm trying to unlock. It won't. It won't. What? I can open it. I can open a chat. Yes. What happened? Did it work? What's going on? Is this good? We're on the hype train today. Wrong chords for this kind of song. Hype train today. Thank you, Cardo. Thank you, Alison. Joshi. Mikey Mishi hurt himself in confusion. Ow! I hurt my thumb. This is painful. This is painful for someone who's an actual musician who's in the room. Choo choo, the hype train keeps going. There's one here as well, I think. Oh, crikey. Oh, there's a. There it is. You get all the pain. Thank you, Bublina. You started it. Pink, plink, plink. Panic. Trombone song. When I don't have my trombone at home. Oh. Shoon. Choo choo. Is that? I don't know quite what happened, but it's amusing. I thank you for your whatever that was. All right. That lazy beams. Oh yeah, it's sometimes lasers. Oh, walk into the dishwasher, why don't you? I have no idea what just happened there, kids. Thank you for that. Where my explanation? I'll explain later. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sally's like my coach. You know, when we finish streaming, she's like, "Okay, so let's go back through the game plan there real quick, because what you were doing in the first half, like, what were you doing?" Not really. Dishwasher in the shin. Oh my god. Oh, it's just the right height, isn't it? Just the really bad bit of the shin. I mean, the top part of the shin hurts, but that bottom bit's like, ah, you're doing better than trying. You're succeeding, but I'm just a very bad student. I keep saying, "Oh, look at what emotes mean. I promise." Yeah. And then I don't do my homework.
Classic.
Classic. Classic waffle. Where are we at? Let's check the soup. That's what I want to do. I keep forgetting. I do keep forgetting. Let's check the potatoes because that's what it's about. Let's check the potatoes. Oh my god. Look at that soup. And the pearl barley, of course. Nope.
The most important thing to check is that
Mm. Well, the pearl barley is almost done.
yeah.
Mm. It's
Okay.
it's a little nutty, but I like it like that. But the potatoes are still rock hard, so on it goes. Okay, ask me a question. Your ADHD would be raging, but why for? When you're too busy cooking figuratively that you forget that you're cooking literally. Quite. By the way, how did you hopefully on 22 minutes? Oh my god, you have a literal. It's a lot of soup. It is a lot of soup, and that's why I'm saying I will be better telling you how many portions it is next time. But that's what. But here's the thing, Bianco. Like I said, invite some friends around. Go chat to the neighbor, right? Freeze it if you got a freezer, it'll last. Um, and of course, with soup like this, you can also um, change it. Tomorrow, you can throw some other stuff in there. Why not? We're just following a recipe. Do how you like. What does it say? What does the apron say? Oh, Bumblebee, you don't know. It says Michael Sexy Chef.
And Praha.
And Praha at the bottom, just located in the right position. There we go. Exactly. Why are the potatoes hard? What did the potatoes see? They they saw the sausage bubbling. Uh, oh, prickly triangle. That's an idea. Yeah, stock your freezer with all the soups from the year and just see what happens. Oh my god, that would be a mashup. Oh, I want to go to Thailand one day. There's a restaurant there that have been using the same soup pot for something like 40 years or something. Like they don't stop it cooking at all. They just keep adding ingredients. So obviously it's not the same soup, but um, is this still a cooking stream? I don't know, Bublina. You keep derailing it. That's right. Yeah, it was you, Finn, and the others. Oh my god! Thank you so much. Uh, the immortal soup. Yeah. I mean, not unusual. And also, if you can bear it, the way to make it like a really really strong stock is just to have it on for like 24 hours, bubbling away. My roommate's dad is from Thailand. One time she was visiting the neighbour's elephant would steal her hat, and every time, ha. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the time and you've got someone to watch it, it's a perfect idea to have a soup that's just ongoing. Right, clean down my counters. That's right, isn't it? Isn't it, Rumi? Got to keep the counters clean, otherwise the head chef shouts at you. Wipe down your counters. Nothing to see now on that camera. Nothing to see now on that camera. Apart from Baby Spoon. Hello. Hello, hello. Baby Spoon is here to save the day. I will stir the big pots all the way. All the other utensils think they can do it without me. But I'm Baby Spoon. Okay, Baby Spoon, are you going to do it? I'll fix it. That's why they pay me the big money. There we go. Baby Spoon's got in there as well.
How does it look?
It looks good, but I'm hungry. That spoon's skinny. Don't you be spoon shaming my spoon. You leave my spoon alone. Yeah, okay, where we at? Yeah, my spoon. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bernardina. Thank you, four heads are better than one. That is what she said. Indeed. No worries. So almost 2:30 here, gang. I'm gonna have to finish with this soon once the soup's done because I got to go back to this other job that's been delayed this week, which is most tedious, but that's what's happening. And then we'll see you at like, can we say 7:30? Because I know it's going to be running into a crush, and later on we should be a little bit. I have work. I am a self-employed artist, so make of that what you will. Yeah. Thank you so much for the laughs and the soup. Yeah, I've no issues working for money, Bubina. I quite like working, but it's the problem being, uh, I think if you're in any kind of artistic endeavor, you have to kind of create availability and balance that between having to pay the bills. And I've always been reasonably lucky, I think, in the jobs that I do. But it does.
You can do a little thing.
I can do a lot of things, but the problem is this week I was sick, and then I was waiting for the client to get back to me, and then I needed to ask someone else questions about it, and I thought I would have this job done on Wednesday through Friday, and instead I'm now working at the weekend, and that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah. And often the paid stuff comes last. Maybe. What the hand doing? The hand doing what it want to do. The hand doing what it want to do. The octopus hand. Oh, do you know what? Um, Sperm whales eat squid, don't they? All right, ready?
Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I find that so amusing. Um, okay, one last song, and then I think the potatoes will be done. If they're not done now, you're done now. I'll have to get the big spoon out and show him who's boss. Actually, I don't have a big spoon.
Mesmerizing.
All right, here we go. We start on this chord again because this is my favorite one.
Oh my god, that chord that I haven't heard today, right?
Okay, less heckling from the back, thank you. It's not an Irish pub. We did a Saturday stream and we cooked some soup. I'll try again. We did a Saturday stream and we cooked some soup. We did a Saturday stream. We did some Kapustnica from Slovakia. Week 4 of 52, maybe more. Some soup was cooked today, and a song will come out of this, and we'll slay. Hey, 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 hey. Tell you what, Bob Dylan couldn't do better. All right, I'm going to check the potato headers. They are not done. Throwing this out the goddamn window. Bubbling, I'll set the house on fire. What is wrong with these potatoes? They're firm ones, mine, aren't they? I told you they were hard.
Well, you have to wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it right up. I'm going to cook the crap out of it. How's everybody else's potatoes doing? Are they cooked through? They should be.
I don't think anyone's.
Is anyone cooking along today? Have I ever done a musical with an orchestra? I have been in a musical which had a 9-piece orchestra. Yeah, Sweeney Todd. You're cooking off the stream, okay. Yours seem cooked. Well, I mean, if it's good to go, it's the check the barley though. Check the pearl barley. Mm. Okay, cool. You're here for the music. Thank you. Some people with taste. The potatoes are half hard, so they're semi potatoes. Well, there's only one thing for it, seeing as I'm hungry. Is that still warm? Probably not. Top of it. This is such a bad pouring cafetiere. Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. More water. Okay. All right, folks. I'm gonna have to wrap this up shortly because the other job is calling, and I guess I'll have a biscuit. What biscuit are you going to have, Michael? I'm having a Marks and Spencer's all butter Scottish shortbread toffee thins. I will say hi to Mango. I like my cafetiere. I just got to remember that it pours a bit funky. It's got the little grills on the front, right, that you're supposed to pour through. It's bullshit. If you actually do it from the other side, it pours better. Scotland shortbread, one of the best things in the world. Chat is missing Mango. I made the counter dirty again. That's life, isn't it? Entropy. One thing to another. Oh, now we're talking biscuits. Oh, Because you talk about baking sometimes. Should we make biscuits? Mm. Why is mango called mango?
Mango is my favorite fruit.
Because mango is Mrs. Dadzig's favourite fruit. Are you from the States, Eeyore? Is that a cross the Atlantic question? Biscuits are cookies in the UK. What you call biscuits, we would call more like scones. So I'm talking about cookies, like ginger snaps. Why is mango a Yorkshire? Because he's from. Because he's from Yorkshire. That's why.
It's a mix.
He's a mix, apparently.
I think they like to do that.
Okay. All right, folks. I'm going to serve up this soup because it's time. Turn it up. If you, I've been meaning to say this. If you've got, if you, what I was going to say, I was zoned out. That was me zoning out. If you are lacking kitchen equipment, I in the past have asked for birthday and Christmas. Yeah. So my frying pan I got when I was 18, I believe, a long time ago. And one good stainless steel frying pan. As I said before, get one with rivets because I had to weld this one to fix it, which obviously doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, but it still works. You want something with a reasonably thick bottom, and so on. I picked this one up in a second-hand shop. I had to weld that as well. They have something called Bazosh here, Bazaar, which is an online bazaar. You'll find people selling stuff on there. I picked up this frying pan. Absolute beaut. Look at that. Someone was giving that away on Facebook, and it came with a lid that fits. Perfect. So you don't have to spend big money on kitchen equipment. My stock pot, the pot that I'm using today, 45-litre capacity I got for birthday. I only have a tiny little copper one, but I'd love some more copper pots. But they're very expensive. And they need re-zinking occasionally, which I didn't realize. Resealing, but that's a different story. Okay, let's get soup served up because it's about time. Oh my goodness. This is exciting. Some solids first. Get some trimmings. Show the mushrooms in there. Alrighty. Where's my spoon? Ah, gorgeous. You could finish that up with some chives. If you wanted, would that be appropriate? Parsley,
No, not
sour cream. Forgot the sour cream.
no. And but I know that it's very common.
What, the sour cream? Yeah, I'm going to do it just for form.
I mean, it can be good. Depends on the soup.
Be right back. A teeny bit of sour cream. Aye, not too much. Oh, look at that. Gross. Just like a big teaspoon now. Mix that in a little bit. Oh, the colour. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So here's the thing with all this stuff. We can always season afterwards. And I do love my pepper. So I'm just going to just a wee bit more salt. Okay. Oh, there's a prune. Save that to last. Mm-hmm. Cool stuff. All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Mm-hmm. We'll have to see what the approval rating is from the Slovak in the house.
From 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Very nice.
On time later, 7:30, guys.
I would give it another hour
Another hour.
to cook altogether, but otherwise it's perfect.
Okay. Mrs. Dadzig says give it another hour. So if you've got time or if you've got cooking tomorrow, leave it tickling away.
But otherwise it's perfect. 10 out of 10, babe.
I know what it is. I think it's the acid from the cabbage keeps the outside of the potatoes hard.
Probably.
Because the inside is soft.
In the end, intuitively. maybe that's why.
Oh my god, I love soup. I love soup. I love soup. It's good though. The flavors are right.
Mm-hmm.
Acid-induced hardness.
Really? Oh.
Huh? I don't know. I can only think why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But I never thought of it.
But it never happens when you do it.
But I cook it for longer.
You cook it
I
for
cook
longer.
It for a long
Yeah,
time.
because so they start to break down a little bit. All right, gang. Thanks for joining, and thank you all for the amazing bits and sparkles and gems and subscriptions. I really appreciate that. And what are we up to now? 110? 115 followers. Oh my god. 1,015, I should say. All right, cool stuff. See you tonight. Story time. Edgar Allan Poe. Bit of Poe in different area codes. Goodbye.